Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Ashhadu anna
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, walillahi alhamd. Alhamdulillahi alladhi anzala ala abdihi al-kitaba wahlam yaj'al lahu iwaja. Ahmaduhu subhanahu wa ta'ala wa askuruhu wa huwa ahli wa thana wa ashhadu an la ilaha illa wahdahu la sharika lahu وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله ومصطفى اللهم صل وسلم على عبدك ورسولك محمد وأهله وصحبه وسلم. Praise be to the one Allah who revealed the book to his servant Muhammad and did not make any distortion to it. I praise him, Allah, the exalted one and the high, and I thank him. It is he who deserves the praise and gratitude. I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, the one who has no partner. I bear witness that Muhammad is the servant of Allah, his messenger, and who was chosen by Allah. O Allah, let your blessings and your peace be upon your servant and your messenger Muhammad and on his family and companions. It's just amazing how we look in the mirror every day and we still don't know ourselves. We look in the mirror to wash our face. We look in the mirror to brush our teeth, to manage our hair or whatever. And yet we with this person 24 hours a day and still do not have a clue about ourselves. When you see the birds in the morning flying, you hear their sound, their bird sounds. They are praising Allah Almighty, thanking Allah Almighty, because they know who they are and they know whose they are. You see wild animals throughout the day, throughout the night, moving about. They're looking for their sustenance. They're seeking their sustenance. You see honeybees coming and they're going to flowers and no honey here, no honey there, no nectar there, no nectar there. And we get this sweet, tasting, very healthy substance that gives a healing to our bodies. That comes from a little bee going to different flowers, getting nectar. So this sustenance that these bees have, they were asked, it was the angels wanted to know, and they were asking questions to Allah Almighty about how. You have to understand that spiritual beings, angels, there is a communication that some spiritual beings have with everything. Some spiritual beings have angels, they have communication with everyone. They talk, they're able to talk to animals, they're able to talk to insects, they're able to relate, they have their language, they can understand the language of other creatures other than themselves. They were asking the bees, this nectar that you're getting from each of these flowers is bitter. How does it become honey? They say when we get the honey, Allah Almighty ordered that we give the angels and all the creation to give salawats on the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ because he's the crown of creation. Allah Almighty writes beside his name, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. We recite praises on the Prophet, the salawats on the Prophet, and that sourness, that bitterness becomes sweet. Allah Almighty wanted to be known. So he created creation, and out of the crown of that creation, he created beloved Muhammad ﷺ, that he's writing beside his name, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. And even though he was the physically seal of all the prophets from the time of Adam all the way to the end of prophets, the prophet line to beloved Muhammad ﷺ, they were taking their lights from his light. See, we hear this and we're like saying, yeah, right. We can't even relate to it. Why? Because we look in the mirror 24 hours a day, every day, and don't know who we are and whose we are. So we can't relate to anything like that. When Allah Almighty says that the believers are the best of people evolved for mankind, believe me, they go through a struggle, through their trials and tribulations, that they're able to cut through all the falsehoods of themselves, all the isms and the schisms, and all the doubts in themselves to get to that real treasure, to reach to the honey of their being. So when we hear stuff like this, it's like something, out of this world. Something far-fetched. This is why the streets are killing each other. People are killing each other in the streets. People are killing each other all over America, all over the world. They're killing each other. Because they don't have a clue about themselves. They don't know how close Allah Almighty is to us. We couldn't be in existence unless Allah Almighty was with us. But we don't know that He's with us because we're not with ourselves. Looking in the mirror every day, and watching our face, brushing our teeth, don't have a clue. Who are you? It's crazy. And this is why you can't have respect for others, because you don't have it for yourself. If you really understood who you are and whose you are, you will see Allah Almighty in everything and in everyone. You'd have a different mentality. Because we don't know who we are, we don't see who we are, we want to be like somebody else. We want to be somebody else. Be yourself. Be yourself. This is why you never grow up. You'll never grow up trying to be somebody else. You can only grow up being you. You were the sperm that was hatched in your mother's womb. Not another sperm. You can't be another sperm. You cannot be another you. You can only be you. And yet we're with ourselves 24/7 and don't know about ourselves. Reading books that you like, oh, that's me. Watching a movie, oh, that's me. Looking at that, this, other, oh, that's me. That's a sign, and that's why the enemy of humanity, Shaitan, has conquered everyone from east to west, north to south. Not because the Shaitan is so great and he's so powerful and brilliant. We just don't know who we are. So we lost. So he directs us in things through his tricks. He directs and corrects us to be in his tricks and traps. Because we don't know that that's a trick and that's a trap. We take guidance lightly, so guidance don't mean nothing to us. That's the only way we can go. Do you think that Allah Almighty will leave us bring us here in this world, threaten us because of our bad behavior, and not have a means of teaching us what good behavior is? Allah says, be in the race for all that is good, and joining what is right and forbidding what is wrong. But if we don't know that, we're always going to be in a race for that is not good. We don't know if it's good or bad because we don't know who we are. The insects know who they are. All animals know who they are. They know what they got to do on a daily basis to do the things they need to do. They don't oversleep. They don't overeat. They don't overdrink. Regardless of what lifetime that they have done, and when they're here, they are able to accomplish more than enough. Human being is the only one to leave this life and have not accomplished that much in their lives. And yet we're the crown of creation, and only human beings are burning. Something's wrong with this picture. Something is terribly wrong with us. We give our children the example. They look at us. They be like us. If you lazy, you crazy, and they're going to be the same way because they're going to think that's the normal way to be. If you're not dynamic in your life, then they're not going to believe that they can be dynamic in their lives. You don't respect you, they're not going to feel they can respect themselves. Even if you had nothing, you had no wealth, you had no material things or nothing, you're still great. It is what is in you to give you that greatness, not what is outside of you. We don't realize that because we don't know who we are. You know, that's a tragedy to spend all this time with ourselves, especially if we get to adulthood and we still lazy. We don't have no zeal. We have not done anything for people. No one knows who we are because we have not helped anyone in our lives. You're not supposed to live life quiet. You're supposed to live life loud. Who knew you were here? What did you do for the people? You probably don't even speak to the people on the street because you're scared of them. Hey, brother, how you doing? Hey, sis, how you feel? Well, they speak or not. They think about that, even if they don't respond. Your intelligence should fill up a room when you're in it. People should know you were there. Who was that brother? Who was that sister? When you ain't around, they miss you. Don't nobody miss nobody that ain't helping nobody. A smile can help somebody. You come in a place, you went, hey, how y'all doing? What's up? Hey, what? What was that food? But they feel good. They were acknowledged. They were recognized. It's a secret. How are you going to establish something if people don't know that you were trying to establish something? Too busy wanting to be like somebody else. Oh, so-and-so is cool, so I'm going to be cool. You can't be like nobody else. The real coolness you can be, the coolest thing on the planet is to be who you are. Ain't nothing more cooler than that. Ain't no better swag than that. And you gonna die? Nobody know who you are? Oh, so-and-so died. Oh, yeah, okay, right, yeah, well, all right, boom. When somebody that has brought something to this world that made it a better place when they pass away, there's a rainstorm. The clouds cry. The world cries. Because someone who brought something, did something good. The crown of creation, among them they have been the crown, the best of people evolved from mankind. That means that when they are living their lives, all of us have trials and tribulations. But when they're having their trials and their tribulations, when they're having their struggles, they just keep on going. They don't back up. They don't slack up. They just keep going forward. Allah says, don't you say you believe you're not going to be tested. Everybody going to be tested. The reason you go through your test and don't complain about your test, because it's like having a hot coal or a coal in heat and pressure for many years. It comes out as a diamond. There has to be a process. That process of struggle brings about your greatest treasures. But we abort it. You see people, they've been all their life, they ain't even happy. Nothing made you happy. Ain't nothing to make you happy. You wait for somebody to make you happy? You got to be crazy. Make yourself happy. Make yourself happy. Because when you make yourself happy, you make someone else happy. That's transferable. Just like the ego is contagious. You're around egotistical people that they always complaining and they always doing something crazy and something evil. You take on that same kind of nature. It's contagious. Watch who you be around. If you're around those kind of people, if you're not stronger than them, you're going to be converted to be like them. Not the best of people evolve for mankind. Allah Almighty sends them in the den of Shaitan. Allah Almighty, yeah, we all have been born in a place that our ancestors, our grandmother and grandfather, Adam and Eve, have fallen into, which is hell. We are born in hell, but Allah Almighty has given us the ability to be hell raisers. I'm putting you down there because you have the ability to raise hell. The dogs and the cats and all the animals and all the insects, as beautiful as they are, the skies and the mountains and the stars and the rivers and oceans, although it's beautiful, it cannot raise hell. It has to be on earth as it is in heaven. So those people that Allah Almighty is sitting down here, that they get it. They want to be who they are. They want to be themselves. Every time a trial and tribulation come on them, they say, oh Allah, thank you for what I like. Thank you for what I don't like. Oh Allah, give me strength to bear this. They struggle. Oh Allah, help me. They struggle. As they struggle, they get stronger. If you leave the struggle and the battle of yourself, you'll never really get to know yourself, because you got to battle that part of yourself that is not yourself to really know who yourself is. You got to pay a price to know who you are and whose you are. And you have that ability 24/7 to know who you are. Why the heck you wake up in the morning, you don't know who you are? I don't know what I'm going to do today. You don't know who you are. If you know who you are, you know what you're doing today. Get greater today than I was yesterday. Come on, like a bat out of hell. That I lack, I get it. Oh, Allah, my brain is not good. Help me to expand and help my brain. Oh, Allah, my strength, I'm weak, Allah. Give me more strength. Give me more power to do the things I need to do. And know when you wake up, you got it. You come out like a bat out of hell. Die weak. Not having the things that's going to make you happy in life. You can't even enjoy the good weather. You can't even enjoy being on earth. The beauty is in you, not outside. It's more beautiful inside you than outside of you. But if you don't know that, you don't know that. The world's going to be ugly to you. Always complaining. Take pills to wake up. Take pills to go to sleep. Mentally crazy. Spiritually disturbed. Broke. Busted, disgusted, and can't be trusted. That's the kind of life you want to live? That's for losers. Lord didn't bring you to be no loser. You were the sperm drop that hit the egg. Out of thousands of them that hit the egg, the womb of your mother, you hit it. Why the hell are you growing up and being stupid and broke and the decadence in the society. You don't have a clue about you. And you're going to die like that. You're going to die like that. That's why Allah sent guidance to us. Allah sends guidance. They are kick buckers. They kick butt. You got to be some kick buckers among us to show us that we can kick butt. Otherwise you die on your hind parts. If you fall down, make sure you fall on your back so you can be looking up so you can get up. Sit your way through life. Sit on everything. Going into mosques, churches, and synagogues for what? Never have any growing love and respect for yourself because you're struggling through all those deficiencies. Oh, we all got problems. Those problems are blessings. Congratulations, doggone it. These are opportunities. You see them as, oh, it's a curse. A curse. Oh, if it ain't this problem, it's enough. Well, solve it. Don't you know the solvers, the people that solve problems, are the greatest people among mankind? Well, what happens if there's a situation? They call in people to solve the problem. They get paid. The electricity goes out. We don't know. We call somebody. We don't know what to do. They come and hook it up. It was a shortage. They solve the problem. They get paid. We got a broken glass. Somebody call somebody to come and fix the glass. It's cold in the wintertime. Cold coming through. They fix it. They have solved the problem. They get paid. There are people that have mental problems. Allah raised people that are the best, the people that have evolved for mankind. They help them with their mental problems so that people can start to think properly. But the way they solve their mental problems is they go into the people's hearts and get the disease, clean up the disease in their heart. Because it's not a mental problem, it's a disease in the heart. And most people got it. So Allah Almighty sends His gangsters among us. And they work on our hearts when we sit on our hands. They always working. They never stop working. Shaitan never stops working. And he don't get paid. They work harder than Shaitan and they get paid. Allah pays them the inheritance of this life and the next life, well, in this life. They are the best of people evolved for mankind. When Allah establishes them in strength and power in the land, they take over. They take over. Every day they're doing something in new splendor. We don't know what they do. It's so exciting for them, they don't know what they're going to do next. Allah always sending them a task. Solve this problem, solve that problem, solve it. Because the problem solvers, what everybody looking for. How are you going to solve this problem in the streets? People shooting each other down. How are you going to solve that problem? The ballot box? Mayor, president, governor, martial law, it's going to stop it. Allah never sent anyone official to stop nothing. When Allah Almighty sends His gangsters, they shut everything down. And they're doing it the way we don't have a clue. And they be going about their life because they work on many, many dimensions. We don't have a clue about them because we don't have a clue about ourselves. Only way we can know them is to know ourselves. But we won't work on ourselves because when we get trials and tribulations, we flake out. Oh, that's too hard for me. I can't do that today. I ain't feeling it today. They're not going to work hard. They're not going to strive with mighty man. They're weak and they remain that way and they die that way. Then they're chastised in the grave for being that way. We're asking Allah Almighty to get as far away from them, don't be like them. Because nothing in the earth, heaven and earth likes them. Because they're not contributing to the greatness of the planet. When you earn, Allah sends you the support of everything. Everything has to support you. Even Shaitan supports those people. What happened to Suleiman alayhi salam? Suleiman was controlling the men, the jinn, the wind. Shaitan used to work for him. Did you think he liked that job? But he was powerless to resist. That's gangster power from Allah Almighty. What you want? Die some weakling? Somebody never knew you? No. Allah wants you to be known. Because He wants to be known. If you want to know your Lord and yourself, you will be known by everybody else. Because they will see their Lord and your Lord in those people. Through their actions, through their works. You can't stop them. They can't be stopped. They're not like us. We can be stopped. They don't. Shaitan don't stop them. Shaitan leads them. He says, I have no power over them. He just attacks the people that may be trained by them, and they fall off. But if they gangster enough, they're going to get it and they're gone. But most of them don't. That's why it's always a few. Most of them are weak and they're going to die. But we're asking Allah Almighty not to be like that. Woman, long time people fight. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Walillahi alhamd. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wa salatu wa salamu ala karul muslimin Muhammadin Amiyumi wa ahlihi wa sahbihi ajmain amma ba'd. Praise be to Allah, the Lord of the universe. May the greeting and the peace of Allah be upon the best messenger Muhammad, the unlettered prophet, and upon his family and upon all his companions. You have to understand that his family and companions were like him in the sense that they know who they are and whose they are. We say it all the time, all the stars take their light from the same sun. So it's not that they're not to have this separate light, they're taking it from the same source. And that's why that light is represented in that star. And when you see a star in the sky, that means that somebody on the earth is representing that star, because everyone's star is on the horizon. Like when Isa ibn Maryam was born, when all the prophets were born, there were stars that represented. The wise men knew that Allah had sent someone on the earth. Another gangster on the earth to shut it down, to bring about the balance. Everyone has stars. When you pass away, that star disappears in the sky. Look for your star. But look for your star first of all in you. Everybody's star is their own star. But each star takes its light from the same source. We all come from Allah. We all return to Allah. But if you don't know you're from Allah and returning to Allah, then you're going to return somewhere else. You're going to live somewhere else. Someplace you may be evicted. You may not have your sustenance. You ain't supposed to be there. You're in the wrong place. So we're asking Allah Almighty to be in the right place. Be connected like those whom Allah Almighty loves, and that they were all returning to Allah Almighty. And Allah was able to establish them in strength and power in the land, and they left the place in a better place in which they found it. They were able to struggle with might and main against any force or difficulty. They were the problem solvers for humanity, and we want to be just like them. Woman, long time fi Fatiha. Woman, long time fi Fatiha. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Malik Yawmiddin. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. We're going to draw that same light from that same light so that we will be able to be the ones who we are looking for. Here and thereafter. Woman, long tawfiq wa fatiha. Bismillah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Malik Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina as-sirata al-mustaqim. Sirata alladhina an'amta alayhim. Ghayril maghdubi alayhim wa lad-dallin. Come to Salah.